I'm Rob Gerstner, archery hunter and wild sheep enthusiast. Last time on the Summit by Full Curl Brands, I set out on a Dall Sheep adventure in the backwoods of Canada's Northwest Territories, accompanied by guide Kelly Powell and lifelong friend Isaac Von Reedy.
That's the fish. Walter!
They're over there, yeah, this side. Got as many days as we need.
Yeah.
And the Fannon's where the Black Mountain is back there.
Yeah, just actually right on top of that mountain, right after it.
Most important thing is we don't spook him, because he'll be gone into the next range.
This time the sheep won. That's why he's an old sheep.
My pursuits take me to the farthest reaches of the earth in search of some of the most challenging high mountain species. And as if the rugged terrain and unpredictable weather weren't enough, I've upped the ante with a free range, fair chase, archery only standard. And this is just the beginning, driven by a passion for wildlife conservation and a fascination with history. These hunts take me on an adventure few could ever imagine. For me, hunting isn't a sport or hobby. It's a calling to something greater, an invitation to climb higher and go farther, to venture beyond the edge of civilization. Hiking a grueling 12 miles over rough terrain in wet conditions, we've once again moved camp, this time to the end of a valley where outfitter Stan Stevens recently spotted 7 rams. Now halfway into the 2-week hunt, our spirits remain high, but the reality of a long grind begins to set in.
What to do when the weather rolls in? Stand over a fire. So we figured yesterday was 12 miles, right?
12 miles, 10,000 calories probably.
Raining half the way, right? I mean,
Raining half the way. It was pretty bad.
and we managed to get back here and set our tents up, and it's been weathered in ever since. But this is the way it is up here. They talk about how it can be sunny one minute and then completely weathered the next. You can't film, you can't hunt, and the only thing you can do is light a fire and stand around it. But of all the hunts I've been on, this is by far the hardest, most grueling, grinding scenario I've been in.
Me too.
The only way a guy can do this is if he somehow manages to maintain his mental composure, because once you lose that, you're done.
Oh yeah.
You're shut. Your body can do a lot, but if you just give up mentally, then there's no way you can keep going.
Yeah. It's gonna be blue skies in another hour.
There's Mr. Positive Spin right there.
Our patience for standing around only goes so far. Keeping the positive vibe going, we head out to do a little exploring.
It's blue sky above this fog, so if we can catch them and the fog's still moving, we might be able to get somewhere where we can't when the fog's gone. So I'll be good.
Seven days ago on the flight into Carcajou, Stan told us of a large caribou herd in this valley. Since arriving here yesterday, we haven't seen a single life form. No caribou, no sheep, not even a little bird. Whether a pack of wolves came through or the herd simply moved on, I don't think we'll ever know. One thing is for certain, the circumstances are stacking against us. It's getting harder and harder to stay positive. The only thing we can do is hope our luck will change.
So here we sit, fellas, right?
Yeah.
We've passed the hump of the halfway point, and we are officially weathered in. And each one of us are fighting our own elements of challenge, physical, mental. All of that stuff is adding up. But what are you going to do? We're back here now, right?
Hope and survive.
Hope and survive, and just keep yourself pulled together physically and mentally.
But on the positive side, nobody's injured, nobody's, falling and getting banged up.
Yeah.
Because then you're really in a tough shape. Maybe you got a broken bone. And fortunately, we have fire. There's plenty of wood around, water. I think ultimately, too, the preparation, the gear, we have it to withstand this type of elements.
Yeah, we've got everything we need to suck our way through it. And that bag of candy bars is pretty precious right now.
I wonder if I should put that back under a tent.
We'll be rationing at some point.
2.5 bags so up there.
That scares me, actually. Kelly with 2.5 bags of candy bars. What's Kelly in there? Oh, no, nothing. I'm not doing nothing. Are you eating more candy bars? No.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Mars bars melting in your mouth.
How was it?
It tastes like how the smoke with the fire tastes. Tastes a little smoky.
Not so good.
Several days of poor weather and an empty valley have set back our efforts of pursuing a mature ram. The weather shows signs of clearing, so we head out early to make up for some lost time. Today is all about doing some serious glassing of these hills. Views like this remind me that harvesting an animal is only a small part of the experience. It makes the effort of the grind worthwhile. This is why I choose to sheep hunt. These rams are clear across the valley, nearly a half a day's hike away. Not wasting any time, we immediately pack up to close the distance. We easily sneak to within 100 yards. The terrain provides great cover and gives us the advantage of higher ground.
They winded us.
Just like that, our luck turns south again. Unsure of what they caught scent of, the rams only trot off a short distance. We make ourselves as low to the ground as possible. Lying here pinned down, there is no way to get out without running them off to the next range. Over 2 hours pass without being able to move. Not expecting to lie motionless for this long, we are all getting cold. We finally decide to crawl out. As we do, the rams get back on their feet and move further up the ridge. day gone, but we must keep going. The long trek back to camp affords me the chance to think about what went wrong. Even though things didn't work out, it was still an amazing experience to spend 2 hours 100 yards away from such beautiful animals.
Sometimes I wonder why I do this. This is my vacation. I don't think so. It's funny, when you get done, your feet feel really good.
Days like today are exactly why I hunt, and this is what drives me to keep going. Eager to do it all again tomorrow.
As you can see, we're weathered in here a bit. We're 10 days into the hunt, and this storm blew in last night. It was raining really hard and then turned to snow. And the only thing we can do is just bunker down in our tents, because if we go out trudging around in this, aside from the fact we can hardly see anywhere, we're gonna get soaking wet, and that's gonna be a problem. So we're just gonna hole up for the day and hope that this passes over, maybe this afternoon. But unfortunately, I haven't even slung an arrow yet. It's been a tough go, and we're just grinding it out. We're probably over 50 miles of hiking and climbing and backpacking and stalking. We did have a stalk yesterday, but it didn't go right. So all we can do is keep going and just keep trying to get in close on an animal. This is NWT, authentic, true to the core, and we're just gonna have to grind it out.
only got today and 4 more days, so I don't know, we'll see. Where's the guy out though? Being out here, grinding it out.
So the chopper's coming in to pick up our camera one. His wife has gone into labor, and she's gonna have a C-section tomorrow, emergency C-section. So that's the way it goes. That's what happens. Sometimes things happen and you gotta get a guy out of here. So fortunately we have the weather. Stan's here and Mike is happy. His boy is gonna be there and he'll be there with him, assuming he gets on his flight out of Norman Wells. But anyway, I'm happy to see that he's able to get out of here. I could tell when he took that call yesterday that it was time to go. Helps to have a helicopter too, huh?
Stepping up to the challenge, Isaac takes over as cameraman. 11 days in, and we are not about to give up on the hunt or the goal of capturing it all for television. It doesn't take long before we find this group of young rams. Apparently, last night's snowstorm pushed them to lower elevation. We sit and watch these guys for over 30 minutes. Then, as if out of nowhere, 3 mature rams appear to our left.
How to retrieve a Dall Sheep in NWT. Straight down.
Man, that sheep fell all the way down here.
Man, what a hunt. Congratulations, guys. Woo, great job stalking. Great job, Rob. What a battle.
11 days and probably 60 miles. hiking, backpacking, climbing, stalking.
Hardest hunt in 20 years for me, or my whole career.
Yeah, that was epically harder than my first Dall.
It just doesn't get any better than this. The grind of hunting and surviving in NWT has paid off big time. Working late into the evening, we finally finish breaking down the ram and start our journey back to camp.
I'm just gonna clean her out.
Yep.
Unable to see very far in the dark, we took a bad turn that ended in a near vertical cliff. As we tried to climb out, a boulder the size of a grapefruit cut loose and hit me square in the head.
We had to get out of the canyon. There was no other
I'm
option.
so glad we're out of there.
Okay.
That was crazy. And when I saw it down below, I was like, holy crap, it looked like it was...
Yeah, you're gonna have a headache.
Just glad to be out of there. Alive.
Oh, me too.
This easily could have ended much worse, even fatal. I don't think I've ever been happier to be alive than I am right now.
We're gonna cook this up, mix it in with our Mountain House scrambled eggs, and it'll add a little bit of luster to our what would normally be dull breakfast. There we go. Sheep back straps a la NWT. It doesn't get any better than that right there. Breakfast of champions, fellas. Yes, sir. Now here comes the good part. This is some sheep meat.
Oh yeah.
I just fried up in the jet boil. Just use your knife.
Feasting on sheep meat, we are all delighted to have an opportunity to rest today. While Kelly works to skin the remaining parts of my Dall sheep, I look up to see a herd of caribou walking right on top of us, not 75 yards from camp. Isaac has been dreaming of caribou backstraps since we arrived, so we scrambled to get our boots and bows for a last day chance at a nice bull.
Right.
Woo!
Yeah.
Go poke him.
Oh my God.
Go see him, buddy. Look at the
Look
mass.
at that
Look at the mass.
Wow.
Look at the mass on that thing.
Come on over here. Come on over here.
Look at that.
Come on over here.
Holy
Look at
crap.
the mass on that.
That is unbelievable. Look at the mass on that tines.
Thank
Holy,
you so much,
great on.
guide master.
That
Thank
is
you.
a booner. Look at all the points. Doubles coming out of the bezzes, double shovels.
Good mass. Look at the
Big
formation.
mass. Holy.
Holy moly.
Northwest Territories, Canada is an amazing place. This is true wilderness that will test every fiber of your being. The ups and downs of the last 2 weeks were extreme. We battled bad weather and trekked over 70 miles through some of the worst terrain imaginable. This is an experience none of us will soon forget. What an adventure!